The house in Bethany. Jesus was in Bethany when he received the message. At this time he was found across the Jordan. A simple, urgent plea from Bethany: "Lord, the one you love is sick." The sisters, Martha and Mary, had sent it about their brother, Lazarus. They knew Jesus could heal, they had seen it countless times. Jesus heard the news and said to those with him, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory." And then, to their confusion, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. When he finally announced, "Let us go back to Judea," the disciples murmured in fear. The authorities there sought to stone him. But Jesus was resolved. "Lazarus has fallen asleep," he said, "but I am going there to wake him." They misunderstood, thinking of natural rest. So he told them plainly, "Lazarus is dead." By the time they arrived, Lazarus had been in the tomb for 4 days. The small house in Bethany was filled with the murmur of mourners from Jerusalem. Martha, the pragmatic one, heard that Jesus was coming and went out to meet him on the road, leaving Mary seated in the house. "Lord," she said, her voice thick with grief she made no effort to hide, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died." There was accusation in it, but also a stubborn thread of hope. "But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus looked at her, weary from sorrow. "Your brother will rise again." Martha nodded, accepting the theological comfort. "I know he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day." Then Jesus spoke, his words cutting through the formalities of distant hope. "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." He held her gaze. "Do you believe this?" "Yes, Lord," she whispered, the confession breaking through her pain. "I believe that you are the Messiah, the Son of God, who is to come into the world." Having said it, she turned and went back to the house, leaning close to her sister Mary. "The teacher is here," she murmured, "and is asking for you." Mary rose quickly and went out. The mourners, thinking she was going to the tomb to weep, followed her. She came to the place where Jesus was waiting, fell at his feet, and repeated the same aching words her sister had used: "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the mourners wailing around her, a deep, visceral anguish stirred within him. He was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. "Where have you laid him?" he asked. "Come and see, Lord," they replied. And then, Jesus wept. The bystanders saw it. Some whispered, "See how he loved him." Others, more cynical, muttered, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept this man from dying?" The tomb was a cave cut into the limestone hill, a cold, dark mouth sealed with a heavy stone. Standing before it, Jesus was once again deeply moved. "Take away the stone," he commanded. Martha, the practical sister, could not contain herself. The stench of 4-day-old decay was a physical, horrifying reality. "Lord," she said, her voice hushed with horror, "by this time there is a bad odor." Jesus met her eyes. "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" So they rolled the stone away. The dark opening yawned before them. Jesus lifted his eyes. "Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I knew that you always hear me, but I said this for the benefit of the people standing here, that they may believe that you sent me." Then he raised his voice. It was not a plea, not a prayer, but a command that rang with sovereign authority, loud and clear into the darkness of the cave. "Lazarus, come out." A silence, taut and breathless, gripped the crowd. Then, a sound. A shuffle of feet on stone. A figure, stiff and bound, emerged from the shadows into the harsh Judean light. It was Lazarus, wrapped head to foot in strips of linen, his face still covered with a burial cloth. Jesus turned to the stunned, frozen bystanders. His voice was quiet now, matter of fact. "Take off the grave clothes and let him go." And just like that, the mourning in Bethany turned to disbelief, then to dawning joy, and finally, to a hushed and staggering awe. The man who was dead now stood among them, blinking in the sun, waiting to be untied. Lazarus lives again. If you find comfort in stories like this, you're welcome to subscribe. New reflections and Bible stories are shared regularly here, created for moments of stillness and faith. Thank you for listening.